The media attempts to pass this off as the sound of jet engines, that if the planes were flying towards the towers, why would people hear roaring behind the towers? It makes no sense at all and violates 17 different laws of physics. Now those roaring noises we have already proven on the towers. This video will answer that question in a way you cannot possibly believe. But for a moment, let's take a step back, away from that fateful day. Let us look at something that seems innocuous to us. Dinosaurs. There is a vast industry peopled by the mainstream media and Hollywood, both organs of the U.S. government, which is an organ of the UN, which is an organ of the New World Order, which is an organ of the vast unnamable conspiracy that have invested billions into selling you on their theory of evolution and on claiming that dinosaurs died out millions of years ago. You have seen dinosaur digs like this one. You have seen fossils of giant dinosaurs. You have seen the soul unaware that this is all a part of their conspiracy. They want you to believe that the dinosaurs died out millions of years ago. They want you to believe that they walked the earth 650 billion years ago. They want you to believe they're not among us today, but the truth is that the dinosaurs are alive and walk among us today. Let me ask you a quick question. What is at the center of all the conflicts in the Middle East? Oil and the Jews. Where does oil come from? Dinosaur bones, of course. Doesn't anyone find it odd that the liquid at the center of all the wars of mankind since Julius Caesar and Cleopatra also comes from the so-called species that isn't supposed to exist anymore? But if dinosaurs aren't supposed to exist anymore, how do we even begin to explain the roaring noises at ground zero, the silhouettes through the smoke that look exactly like dinosaurs? How do we explain the war that broke out about the oil made of dinosaur bones? See how it all comes together, doesn't it? The question that any person, any honest person with integrity must therefore ask himself, and since you are watching this video, I am assuming that you are such a person. The question that must be asked is, where did that roaring really come from? If the jets could not have broken the towers, if the jets could not have made the roaring, then we must assume that something made that roaring, something powerful enough to bring down the towers. Before I tell you what that is, before I reveal to you the shocking knowledge of what it is, let us take a step back. Let us take a step back to something you may never have even thought of on your own, because you have not investigated this issue the way that I have. You probably have seen many dinosaur digs. You've seen movies like Jurassic Park and Dinosaur and Ice Age. You've heard of the theory of evolution. If you are unfortunate enough to have children to send them to school, you may have even found them being taught the theory of evolution. But all of this is part of the vast conspiracy by the mainstream media and Hollywood, both organs of the U.S. government, which is an organ of the U.S., which is an organ of the New World Order, which is an organ of the vast unnamable conspiracy, which have invested billions into selling you on their theory of evolution, on claiming that dinosaurs actually died out millions of years ago.